The following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain. Hi, I'm Eric Colby for BoatTEST.com, and today we're going to inspect and test the Regency 220 LE3 Sport. Regency tells us that she has been designed to appeal to boaters looking for a high-quality, luxurious pontoon boat full of amenities that will wow family and guests alike. She's a tri-toon, and that means she's intended to go fast and tow skiers and wakeboarders. Let's see how well the builder has done. The first thing we noticed about the 220 LE3 Sport is her powder-coated colored pontoons, something we rarely see on a boat of this type. Uncoated aluminum naturally oxidizes with time, becomes mottled looking, and quickly looks old. The same goes for aluminum railings, fencing, canopy supports, the boarding ladder, and other parts. That is why Regency has powder-coated virtually all of the visible aluminum on the boat. The pontoons, rails, and fencing are available in 3 color combinations. The 220 LE3 comes standard with a Bimini top that measures 11 feet long. Push a button at the dash for instant shade. The rear-facing camera mounted on the Bimini top frame is a smart safety feature. It transmits to a screen in the dash so the driver can keep an eye on the person at the end of a tow line and an eye forward. Another safety feature is the 3-inch raised helm platform so the captain can see over people sitting in the forward lounge. The driver's seat slides fore and aft, and the armrest can be raised. For more comfort, it also reclines. The instrument panel comes standard with SmartCraft multifunction gauges on each side of the Lowrance HDS7 fish finder chart plotter. On the port side of the panel there's a cell phone holder with a 12-volt plug nearby. The remote control for the stereo is next to the key, and it has Bluetooth and there's a USB port. To port, there's a second bucket seat identical to the captain's for a companion. And behind there are aft-facing lounges with lighted storage. Her seating is made of multi-density foam wrapped in a moisture barrier to prevent water intrusion. The seats are soft and have lumbar supports. Scissor-style hinges hold up the cushions so guests can use 2 hands to retrieve gear, and seat substructures are roto-molded for strength and durability. Forward, she has a 15-inch deep deck for line handling, something missing on many pontoon boats. The full-width aft deck has the same depth dimension, and to starboard there's a substantial deep-reach 4-step reboarding ladder. She has a house battery and a cranking battery, both in a dry, secure location. Her shore power plug is handy, and her 52-gallon fuel tank is built to ABYC standards and is EPA compliant. Forward, in the bow, a useful changing curtain is contained in the aft end of the lounge seat. If you've ever had a hard time snapping on a canvas cover, you will understand the convenience of Regency's rail lock mooring cover track. Not only is it easy to put on, it gives far better protection than a snap-on canvas. Mesh mat-style decking feels soft and cool underfoot and can be sprayed off with a hose. Beneath the mat is padding over the 7-ply pressure-treated marine plywood decking that has a limited lifetime warranty. One of the coolest aspects of the Regency 220 LE3 Sport is her blue courtesy lighting. Pontoon boats are ideal for nighttime entertaining on a quiet lake or river, and nothing is quite so much fun as gliding along with blue lights turned on. On the 220 LE3 Sport, the blue lights are both inside and out. The 220 LE3 Sport is built as well as any boat we have tested in class, and we have run virtually all of the good ones in the last 16 years. The 220 LE3 Sport has multi-chambered pontoons with 26-inch diameters, welded-on lifting strakes, and heavy-duty wave deflectors. The underside of the deck is finished in aluminum sheeting for improved performance, noise reduction, and passenger comfort. The outboard motor is hung on a specially fabricated aluminum pod that sets the engine farther aft for increased performance. With 2 people, a full tank of fuel, and test gear, our 220 LE3 Sport weighed an estimated 4,634 pounds. The 200 horsepower Mercury Verado turned an Enertia 16x11 3-blade stainless steel propeller. We hit a top speed of 36.2 miles per hour at 6,200 RPM and recorded best cruise at 3,000 RPM, where the boat ran 13.1 miles per hour and burned 4.1 gallons per hour. At that speed, she gets 3.2 miles per gallon, which gives her a range of 150 statute miles with 10% of the boat's 52-gallon fuel capacity in reserve. In acceleration tests, the 220 LE3 Sport hit 20 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds and 30 miles per hour in 8.1 seconds. In turns, the 220 LE3 Sport lived up to her name. She had a nimble feel as she carved through maneuvers, coming around in a tight radius and leading into the turn comfortably. She never ventilated. When we crisscrossed our photo boat's wakes, the 220 LE3 Sport had a solid feel and she was dry. She's built with extruded M brackets and Z-bar supports for the deck, and the transom has all aluminum box beam construction for added strength. This kept the deck from racking and twisting as we sometimes find on twin-log pontoon boats. When we got back to the dock, we inspected the boat inch by inch and found her build to be impressive on every count. It is evident that Regency has faith in their build because they have given the boat a 10-year bow-to-stern limited warranty. And that wraps up our look at the Regency 220 LE3 Sport. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Eric Colby.